Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's daily news time. The Monday after the Saturday where Liverpool beat West Ham United by 4-1. A few transfer-related stories today. Going to get into it with Jorginho, the Napoli defensive midfield player, who apparently, according to the Liverpool Echo, and I think it was the Times that actually broke this story, Liverpool will face competition from both Manchester United and Manchester City for Jorginho. Now, we know that Manchester United have got Pogba and they've got Matic in that sort of as their two behind the three. Fernandinho is the guy who's playing that role for Manchester City. Jorginho is very much a defensive midfielder who has been tearing it up in Serie A this season for Napoli, and a very, very good Napoli side. In fact, he's not the only Napoli player that we're linked with today. So rumours are that Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp will look towards Jorginho in the summer to try and make this guy the number 6 in our side. Now, we've talked how many times now about number 6 and number 8. The 6 is the guy who sits there. Jordan Henderson's role, or Emre Can from the weekend, who sits there, is almost a destroyer, but is able to be a little bit box-to-box at times, depending on who his midfield players, who he's playing with. So let me know in the comment section what you think of Jorginho and whether you think he'd be a good signing. Rumours are it's going to be around about 40 million quid. Brazilian-born star joined Napoli from Hellas Verona in 2014, made 22 league appearances. But yeah, Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho keeping track as well as Jurgen Klopp. So we'll come to the comments a little bit later. Let me know your thoughts on him in the comment section. We'll read some of them out. First of all, before we get into another couple of transfers, we got Roberto Firmino. According to the Daily Mail, is impossible to stop at full throttle. Liverpool's brilliant Brazilian never stops working for Jurgen Klopp's side. Jurgen Klopp apparently is just over the moon with Roberto Firmino, so much so that the other week, in fact, he said, didn't he? Mo Salah, sometimes world class. Sadio Mane, sometimes world class. Roberto Firmino, world class every single day. And, you know, he is a linchpin of this side. He's the guy that makes him tick. Last season, we spoke a lot about Adam Lallana setting the press. We've not had Adam Lallana. And the guy at the front, the number 9 for Liverpool Football Club, is the guy who's setting the press. And not only has he had, I think it's 22 goals and 11 assists so far this season, something like that, but he also is probably one of our top tacklers at the football club because of his work rate and stuff. And Liverpool are looking to tie him up to a much bigger contract, hopefully. We know about his contract. We spoke about it last week, didn't we? And yeah, I mean, he is absolutely incredible. I'm just trying to find out where it is now that you see where we talk about his contract in this. It's a long article, to be honest. Yeah, look at this, though. That single-mindedness is something Klopp wants to see running through a squad in the final 3 months of the campaign. Look at this little stat here. Firmino made more sprints than any other player with 76 against West Ham. No West Ham player got close to that. 57 for João Mario, 56 for Marko Arnautovic. It's his hunger. He's a born winner. That's very important. If you want to make it in this game, you have got to have the drive. We have to keep Roberto Firmino at Liverpool. If offering a new contract now is what we need to do, then we need to do that. Back onto transfers anyway. Back to my old mate, calciomercato.com. Translated website. You know, I love a translated website. Zielinski, the new De Bruyne, who was already Milan. Napoli eye to Klopp. It's a confusing headline, I'll give you that. But then, you know what, it is just an Italian translate website. It can become like De Bruyne. It can become. We're not pieces of meat, you know, us footballers. It said Maurizio Sarri, the compliment for Piotr Zielinski is a strong stimulus, the sign of a clear destiny, top player that will come. Napoli is convinced of having at home the midfielder of the future. Don't know what that means. I think it just means he's boss. Just say it, B-O-S-S, lads, boss. Eye to Klopp. In the Premier League, there are indeed those who continue to follow Zielinski with particular interest, full stop. With Liverpool at the top, full stop. Klopp has a special passion since the time of Empoli for Piotr. He has been continually following him in recent months by his scouts. is preparing a new assault on Naples to try to catch it next summer. It again. He's not a piece of meat, lads. Zielinski has been in the sights of Liverpool for years. Now, the offer will have to exceed 35 to 40 million euros to seriously think about the sale. To date, is not in the plans of De Laurentiis, but at the same time, no one is not eligible for the right amount. No one is not eligible for the wrong right amount, and the new De Bruyne still has much to prove. Word of sorry. Book of Bible. Okay, there we go. Arsenal to rival Manchester United and Liverpool for Nice midfielder Jean Michael Seri. Arsenal have been compared to a death row inmate following a shocking performance in the Carabao Cup final. Interestingly, this is the Mirror and this is English. And yeah, it sounds like one of them things. So yeah, Liverpool linked with Jean Michael Seri again. Once more. Let me get into some of the comments then. Tom, should we go for it? Let's go with Jorginho first, please, mate.
Cool. Struan Murray says, Jorginho is the tempo-setting, deep-lying midfielder we've been absolutely crying out for since Alonso left. He's what some fans think Henderson does.
Wow. Cutting. First of all, I like your comments about Jorginho. I want to see someone like that. I mean, you've just mentioned them in the same sentence as Xabi Alonso. If that's true, I'll take a little bit of that. Yeah, I really do. Look, listen, he's a guy that everybody's interested in, isn't he? I'm going to go and watch him a lot more. I've only seen bits and pieces of him so far this season. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting a little bit stuck into him and watching some highlight videos and some full games as well. Okay, well, let's have a look at some of the other comments then as well. If you've got another one, that would be cool.
Bobby Firmino stuff. Lachlan O'Keefe says, get him in on a long-term contract. He will be a very good player for a long time for the Reds. Could be up there with the best strikers the club's had if he stays for a long period of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible what Bobby Firmino's doing, isn't it? He's just making us reevaluate what we think of a number 9. You know, he's not like an Ian Rush, is he? You know, he's not got that turn of pace and being able. Well, he's not got Kenny Dalglish playing behind him either, in fairness. He's not Robbie Fowler with that amazing left boot. He's not got Fernando Torres' turn of pace. But what he has got is just. Well, he's world class first and foremost. He's got mad skills and his movement's incredible. And as I said at the top of the video, he said to the press, Bobby Firmino should stay at Liverpool for a long time because I actually think he's the most important player at Liverpool right now, bar none. Okay, so we'll move on to the next comment then, please, Tom.
Chip says, we could have got Zielinski for 10 million 2 years ago. Upset face.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, we could have, but then he might not have worked out, might he? Look at Mohamed Salah as a perfect example of this. Now, he could have come to Liverpool and it could have worked out, but he might not be the player that he is now. You know, do our experiences make us the person we are? I believe that they do. Him going to Chelsea and not being able to get in the team and not being given the opportunities and not being able to cut the mustard at the time at 21 years of age has shaped that man, and that man went on to Roma and performed well, and that man's ended up at Liverpool. So it could be that we get a better Zielinski than we would have got 2 years ago, and I'm sure that that's the case because what doesn't kill you does make you stronger and all that jazz. Anyway, there you go. If you're commenting on Facebook or you're commenting on Twitter and you wonder why we never seem to read the comments and where they're from, because we do read them from YouTube. If you've enjoyed the video, like the video. If you like the Redmen TV, subscribe to the Redmen TV on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on all the other platforms, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Daily News Show.